Y'all ready? Tisa, you ready? Tisa. Tisa, you ready? Good evening, everyone. I would like to call our regular board meeting to order at 6:35 p.m. We're located in the Village Chambers, 2350 South 25th Avenue. Tonight, in the absence of our clerk, our village administrator will be the acting clerk. Ms. Jones, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, Madam Mayor. Trustee Abraham?
Here.
Trustee Senior?
Here.
Trustee Chamalave?
Here.
Mayor Thompson?
Here.
Trustee Shelby?
Here.
Trustee Armour and Miller are absent. Madam Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ms. Jones, will you please read the Pledge of Civility?
Yes, Madam Mayor. In the interest of civility, I pledge to promote civility by listening, being respectful of others, acknowledging that we all striving to support and improve our community, and understand that we each may have different ideas for achieving that objective. I ask for a moment of silence. Thank you. Madam Mayor, next on the agenda is public comments. Did you receive any?
No.
I didn't either.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda is presentation. We have none. Next is item 4, communications. We have none.
Yes, I would like to make a motion to call the regular board meeting out of order and go to new business, item A on the agenda. I second.
That was motion by Trustee Shelby, second by Trustee Chamalave. Madam Mayor, would you like a roll call?
No, all in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you. So at this time, we're going to swear in our newly elected officials. Clerk Monica of the Cook County Clerk will be swearing in our trustees. So Ms. Jones, can you go into order?
Yes, Madam Mayor. On new business, swearing in of the elected officials by the Honorable Cook
We
County
need
Clerk.
a motion and a second to take it out of order.
Okay, I'm sorry. I need a motion to take it out of order.
Sorry, a motion to take it out of order, the meeting out of order.
I need a second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Jones.
Yes. Under new business, item A, swearing in of elected officials by the Honorable Cook County Clerk, Monica Gordon. Can you step forward, please?
You can stand right here.
Up here, right here. Up here.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, first is Lakeisha A. Wimper.
Having been elected to the office of trustee of the Village of Broadview and and for the County of
Trustee, you want to take your seat?
I, Patricia Chow Malave.
Let her come down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I, Patricia Chow Malave. Having been being elected to the office of trustee of the Village of Broadview in and for the County of Cook and State of Illinois, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of trustee of the Village of Broadview to the best of my ability. Congratulations. I, Judy Rose Abraham,
I, Judy Rose Abraham,
having been elected to the office of trustee
having been elected to the office of trustee
of the Village of Broadview
of the Village of Broadview
in and for the County of Cook
and in the former Cook County of Cook,
and State of Illinois,
State of Illinois,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of trustee
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of trustee
of the Village of Broadview to the best of my ability.
of the Village of Broadview to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Pastor Richardson and Sydney.
Amen. Before I proceed with the official oath, I'd like to take us a brief moment to express some of my personal feelings and observations about the mayor. This will only take about 1 minute. Leadership is not just about holding a title, it's about carrying a responsibility. The people of Broadview, for a third time, have chosen a leader who has shown not only experience, but dedication, compassion, vision, and a servant's heart. Mayor Thompson has proven herself worthy of this role through her tireless commitment to justice, community development, and public trust. The scripture says in Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And so today, we rejoice in what God has done. I know I'm not supposed to say God in here, but I can say God in here. Well, praise the Lord. Just repeat after me, please, Mayor. I, Katrina Thompson, having been elected to the office of mayor of the Village of Broadview in and for the County of Cook the state of Illinois, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of mayor. I can chart the duties of the office of mayor of the village of Broadview to the best of my ability. Amen. Congratulations, Mayor.
Okay, we need a motion to reconvene back to our regular business. We need a motion and a second.
A motion to reconvene. I second. Order of business.
That was motion by Chalmalave, second by Shelby.
Yes.
Madam Mayor, do you want to roll?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
But I do want to take a moment to allow the newly elected officials to make comments to their friends and family while they have the seat. So I'm going to start with Trustee Wimper.
I just want to thank my family and friends for coming out, being patient with me during this time, when we had the election cycle happening, also those who contributed to my campaign, and just very proud. Wish my grandmother could be here, but no, she can't, but I have her Bible.
Amen.
So I do the best of my ability to serve the community of Broadview, and thank you all.
Thank you. Trustee Chalmalave.
I just want to thank everyone that showed up today, everyone that supported us and that came out to vote for us. Very honored and just humbled to be able to serve for the village for a second term, and I promise to do my best for the village and for everyone here. So just thank you all. Thank you to my family that showed up. And we'll see you at the View.
Thank you, Trustee. Trustee Abraham.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Wow, definitely very emotional for me, being born and raised here. One thing I want to thank my parents in heaven for moving here to the village of Broadview back in 1959. To be born and raised here for the last 63 years, and this is my home, Broadview is everything to me. And I want to thank the residents and everybody here in attendance, and to the ones that couldn't make it. Thank you for your support in this election. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. I love my community. I like the direction we're going in. It's a great opportunity to serve with Mayor Katrina Thompson and the rest of the board members. Truly, it's been an amazing journey that I don't want to see to end. And again, my heart is for this community. It will always be that I love yous. I mean, to be here this long, it's just been overwhelming, and thank you again for your support, and I love yous all. I mean, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Jones, next on the agenda.
Yes, let the record show that Trustee Miller arrived at 6:40.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is item B, a resolution appointing trustees to committees and committee.
No, Ms. Jones, correction, the minutes from the April
Oh,
21st.
I do apologize. Okay, I'm sorry. Consideration to approve the following minutes from April 21st, 2025, regular board meeting.
Motion to approve.
I'm gonna ask, I'm sorry, trustee, to motion to table because the clerk is on vacation, and so the minutes are not done. So we need a motion and a second to table.
I make a motion to table the meeting minutes until the next board meeting.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Jones.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Next on the agenda is consideration to approve expenditures. Grand total all funds, $1,016,458.32. I need a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by trustee Senior, second by trustee Abraham. Madam Mayor?
Thank you, Ms. Jones. Trustee Shelby, the finance chairwoman, will you please read the warrant list?
Yes, Mayor. Okay, the warrant list as of May the 1st, 2025, our vendors are Altalfa Industries Incorporated in the amount of $21,780. AT&T, $6,441.86. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, $159,443.12. Broadview Westchester Joint Water Agency in the amount of $264,404.40. We have ComEd in the amount of $3,978.77. Chris One Management in the amount of $6,950. We have Darden Construction Incorporated in the amount of $85,650. Edwin Hancock Engineering Company in the amount of $31,327.28. Everyday Solutions LLC in the amount of $4,400. Geno's Heating and Plumbing Incorporated in the amount of $17,785.55. Lincoln National Life Insurance Company, $7,697.55. Mercury Systems Corporation in the amount of $9,919.89. Monroe Truck Equipment, $49,996. Network Crew, $2,700. Quicket Solutions in the amount of $30,200. Ray O'Haron Company Incorporated in the amount of $6,443.31. Seven Generations Ahead, $50,421. Site One Landscape Supply in the amount of $3,541.45. Treasurer, State of Illinois, in the amount of $58,611.08. Urban Efficiency Group LLC in the amount of $46,160. You have Utility Service Company Incorporated in the amount of $99,134.51. Valor Systems Incorporated in the amount of $33,100. And West Cook County Solid Waste Agency in the amount of $13,737.63. Our total of expenditures over $2,500 came to $1,013,823.40, which is 100% of our total expenditures in the amount of $1,016,459.32. We also had some manual payments, and the vendors are Broadview Hardware Incorporated. The date was April the 29th, 2025. Check number 88011 in the amount of $594.22. We have Clowning Around Entertainment Incorporated. Date of the check is May the 1st, 2025. Check number 88014 in the amount of $384.50. JJ Effect Incorporated, date May the 1st, 2025. Check number 88015 in the amount of $950. Lorenzo Ocho Girl, check date was May the 1st, 2025. Check number 88013 in the amount of $62. Rogue Productions LLC, date May the 1st, 2025. Check number 88018 in the amount of $3,135. We have special event rentals, date May the 1st, 2025, check number 88016, in the amount of $2,802.50. Thompson Elevator Inspection Services, the date April the 29th, 2025, check number 88012, in the amount of $60. And Triton College Foundation, date May the 1st, 2025, check number 88017, in the amount of $1,100. The total of the manual checks came to $9,088.22. And finally, we have the funds, the account that these accounts, the funds were affected by, we have the general fund account in the amount of $441,788.27. We had the garbage fund in the amount of $13,869.63. We had the motor fuel tax fund in the amount of $5,721.21, and the Roosevelt and 17th Avenue TIF fund in the amount of $3,780, and the Capital Projects Fund in the amount of $155,930.36. And last, we have the Water and Sewage Fund in the amount of $395,369.85, again for a grand total of $1,016,459.32. And Madam Mayor, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Shelby. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions or comments?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Chalmalave?
No questions.
Trustee Wimper?
No questions.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
No.
Ms. Jones, can we get a roll call vote, please?
Yes, Madam Mayor. Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalave?
Yes.
Trustee Shelby?
Yes.
Trustee Wimper?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Madam Mayor, this is 6-0.
Thank you.
It passed. Next on the agenda, old business, we have none. That takes us to new business. Item B, a resolution appointing trustees to committees and committee chairpersons positions for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
That was motion by Trustee Abraham, second by Trustee Chalmalave. Madam Mayor, open for discussion.
Thank you. So every election cycle, we rotate our roles and responsibilities. At least I like to give everybody an opportunity to serve on a respective role. So in this committee assignments under Water, Drainage, and Health Committee, that would be led by Trustee Patricia Chalmalave. In the Finance Committee, that would be led by Trustee Judy Abraham. For Fire and Police Committee, that would be led by Trustee Jari Selby. For Street, Sidewalks, and Alley Committee, that would be led by Trustee Lakeisha Wimper. In Business License Committee, that would be led by Trustee Andrea Senior. And Public Property, that would be led by Trustee Miller. Over the weekend, I did receive communication for the advice of roles and purposes from Trustee Miller. And so our village ordinance is not defined by what committee roles are for each committee chair, but what is expected is to provide leadership and guidance within their assigned committee, ensure effective communication and collaboration with the relevant departments and stakeholders, bring forward recommendations for board consideration based on committee work, attend and actively participate in scheduled meetings, remain informed on issues and trends related to their committee scope. Trustee Abraham, do you have any questions or comments regarding the assignments?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Chalmalave?
No questions.
Trustee Wimper?
No questions.
Trustee Shelby?
I'm just really going to hate leaving finance. And I'm passing the baton. I have no questions. It's been a pleasure, though.
Thank you, Trustee. Trustee Miller?
I don't have any questions, but I appreciate you giving a response to the email that I sent you on Saturday. For me, it's just making sure that we all know what it entails, since that's never been explained on the current administration. And I thought maybe Trustee Wimper would like to know what it meant as well, even if she didn't. I mean, I just wanted it to kind of be spelled out. So thanks for the response.
Thank you. Trustee Wimper went through an extensive onboarding process with each department head and with my office so that she know what her roles and responsibilities are. as well as with the clerk. So with that being said, Trustee Shelby, I do appreciate you leading the Finance Committee. You've been very diligent and intentional with leading the Finance Committee, working with the leadership, Director Hood. We've had surpluses in our budget since you've been the committee chair. You've been very fiscal responsible, and so I don't take the moval from you. You're still on the committee now.
Oh, really?
So I
Yes.
just personally want to say thank you for your dedication and leadership.
Oh, you're
It's really
welcome.
moving the Village of Broadview forward. Ms. Jones, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, Madam Mayor. Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave?
Yes.
Trustee Shelby?
Yes.
Trustee Wimper?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Madam Mayor, that carries 6-0.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda, item C. A proclamation recognizing Move with the Mayor and committing to active people, healthy nation strategies. Madam Mayor, open for discussion.
Thank you. So this proclamation is to move with the mayor and a commitment to active people, healthy nation strategies. This is a national platform that we participate in. We've been a part of the active people, healthy nation strategies for some time now. The Move with the Mayor initiative started a couple of years ago with the bicycle, walking in the community with the residents. And this year, we're gonna step our game up a little bit, increase it more active for our seniors that's in isolation. This proclamation is specifically to get in physical movement and to help reduce isolation from our seniors. So the proclamation reads, whereas the mayor of Broadview, Illinois is committed to fostering a thriving, vibrant, and healthier community for all residents, and whereas the village of Broadview recognizes the critical importance of providing access to safe and convenient places for all people to be physically active, and whereas approximately 1 in 5 children and 2 in 5 adults in the United States have obesity, and whereas more than 2 in 5 school-aged children and adolescents have at least one chronic health condition, and whereas only 2 in 5 young adults are weight eligible and physical prepared for military basic training, and whereas the physical activity guidelines for Americans recommend that children 6 to 17 engage in 60 minutes or more of moderate to vigorous physical activity daily, including muscle strengthening activities 3 days a week, while adults are encouraged to complete at least 150 minutes per week of moderate intensity activity and 2 days of muscle strengthening exercise. And whereas only 1 in 4 adults and 1 in 5 youth meet the recommended physical activity guidelines, and whereas 6 in 10 Americans live with at least one chronic disease, and 4 in 10 live with 2 or more chronic diseases. And whereas physical activity is vital for a healthy aging, reducing the risk of chronic disease and preventing early death, and whereas physical active people live longer, healthier lives with decreased risk of serious health issues such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and some form of cancer. And whereas physical activity can help manage and mitigate the impact of chronic diseases for those already diagnosed. And whereas the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, is leading Active People, Healthy Nation, a national initiative with the goal of helping 27 million Americans become more physically active by 2027. And whereas communities can support active people, healthy nations by adopting one of 7 evidence-based strategies to increase physical, and whereas family-friendly and walkable communities provide safe and welcoming environments for walking, biking, and recreation, while also delivering economic benefits such as attracting businesses, increasing productivity, boosting retail and tax revenue, and reducing healthcare costs. And whereas the Village of Broadview affirms its responsibility and ability to advance measurable, equitable, and long-term strategies that improve community health through movement. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that effective May 5th, the Village of Broadview, under the leadership of Mayor Katrina R. Thompson, recognizes the physical activity as one of the most effective ways to improve the overall health and well-being of Broadview residents. The Village of Broadview hereby commits to implement and supporting active people, healthy nation strategies through the following actions: increasing physical activity through community design, school and youth programs, community-wide campaigns, social supports for physical activity, and in witness whereof I have unto set my hand and caused the seal of the Village of Broadview to be affixed this 5th day of May 2025. On May 24th, we will be kicking off our Move with the Mayor initiative at Schroeder Park. Our Parks and Recs is a partnership with Loyola, B Health, UIC Cancer Center. So we have a robust of information that we want to share with the community to get us active, moving, and to reduce some of the chronic illnesses that impede our community. So that's our proclamation. Thank you. Ms. Jones, next on the agenda?
Yes, Madam Mayor. Next on the agenda, item D, a resolution for the adoption of the update of the Cook County Multiple Jurisdiction Hazard Mitigation Plan for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois. I need a motion?
Motion to approve.
Trustee C, I need a second?
A second.
Okay, that was motion by trustee Senior, second by trustee Wimper. Madam Mayor?
Thank you, Ms. Jones. So this is, every year we go through this federal framework through FEMA, which is mitigation planning requirements for the state and local governments as a condition of mitigation grant assistance, emphasizing the need for the pre-disaster mitigation of potential hazards. So this is just a formality that we have to go into this resolution tonight. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions or comments?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Chalmalave?
No questions.
Trustee Wimper?
No questions.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
No.
Ms. Jones, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, Madam Mayor. Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalave?
Yes.
Trustee Shelby?
Yes?
Trustee Wimper?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Madam Mayor, it carries 6-0.
Thank you. Thank
Next
you.
on the agenda, item 9, village clerk. We have no information. And then item 10, village president. Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. So I do want to take a moment to acknowledge some of my colleagues. I see Bill with Mayor Andre Harvey. Maywood Mayor Nathaniel George Booker. And I see my colleague, who I do a lot of work with once a month, Westchester Mayor Greg Riebel. Thank you all for being here. Also, if you are an elected official, will you please stand to be acknowledged? Thank you. And I see some board members from District 209 as well standing. So congratulations on the new board for our high school. It's a lot of great things that's about to happen for our communities. So, I just wanted to, first of all, good evening, everyone, and to God be the glory. The past 2 Sundays, Pastor Richardson been doing some real teaching. The prior week, it was called Get to the Edge. And this past Sunday, it was the voice of God. So I went into some real meditation on what that meant to me in this moment as I make another historical situation for the village of Broadview. I am the first elected African-American woman elected to the seat. And I am now the current longest-serving African-American holding the seat. And so residents was asking me, what's going to be different in this term? And for me, it's about momentum and mastery. And so first, I want to thank you all for being here today. But I want to first acknowledge our Cook County Clerk, the Honorable Monica Gordon, who's my sister and my friend. And my pastor, Reverend Stephen E. Richardson of Jordan Temple Church. Thank you. Thank you both for your unwavering support and leadership. To my mother, Diane, my father, Johnny, and my daughter, Sydney, and all of my family and friends who stand beside me through every step of this journey, I love you and I thank you. And I see standing in the back my Broadview young scholars. They mean a lot to me, y'all. To my incredible running mates, Trustee Judy Abraham, Trustee Patty Chalmalave, Trustee Lakeisha Wimper, and Clerk Kevin McGreer, Thank you for your hearts, your passion for the people, and your deep commitment to the village of Broadview. I'm honored to serve with you, and I look forward to what we will accomplish together as this momentum continues. Standing before you today as your re-elected mayor for a third term, they do. It's both humbling and powerful. I am deeply grateful for your trust, your support, and your partnership on this journey. As I reflect on this milestone, I see this third term not simply as the next chapter, but as a season defined by momentum and mastery. In my first term, I was focused on learning. I came into office with an open heart and a listening ear, ready to study, to understand, and to serve. I learned the systems, the challenges, and most importantly, I learned just how resilient, resourceful, and visionary this community truly is. In my second term, we began building. We put those lessons into action. We upgraded our infrastructure, invested in youth empowerment, advanced economic development, expanded sustainability efforts, and prioritized community safety. Together, we made bold moves, and we made real progress. Now, in my third term, we are leading with legacy and confidence. This is our moment to take everything we've learned and built and lead boldly, with momentum, with mastery, with a clear, unwavering vision for the future of Broadview. We are not starting from scratch. We are leveling up. We will continue to advance our affordable housing, green infrastructure, public safety, educational partnerships, and economic equity. These aren't just standalone projects. They are a part of an ecosystem with a holistic plan for a thriving, inclusive, and resilient Broadview, a place where families feel safe, seniors feel valued, youth feel empowered, and business feels supported and encouraged to grow. As your mayor, I do not take this seat lightly. Every decision I make is guided by the values we have nurtured together: transparency, accountability, and a deep love for this community. Our residents, trustees, staff, and partners, thank you for believing in the vision. There's more work to do, and I am more energized than ever to get it done. This third term is not just about managing progress, it's about mastering it. So let's walk in purpose, let's lead with love, let's keep this momentum going, and build a legacy that will stand the test of time. Thank you, Broadview. Let's get to work. So this week, let's take a moment to say thank you. It's Teacher Appreciation Week, a special time to recognize the incredible educators who shape minds, build character, and pour into the next generation. I want to personally thank my favorite first grade educator, Ms. Sydney Evans. Your passion, patience, and commitment to your students don't go unnoticed. Keep making a difference in every life you touch. One lesson, one smile, one breakthrough at a time. It is also Law Enforcement Week. We extend our gratitude to the dedicated police officers who put on the badge each day to protect and serve our communities with integrity and care. Your courage and service make a meaningful impact. Let's show love and appreciation to both our teachers and officers, two pillars of strength and service in our society. Now, join us at the View Restaurant for some Cinco de Mayo and a nice celebration, and I respectfully call for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you all for coming out tonight.